Hello there, everyone. Shippy here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and staying back once again with some more Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket ranked matches. Today's video, I felt like trying out a Tsareena deck that I've put together, see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. Now, this is the Tsareena that came out with the Eevee Grove booster set. I'm just now finally getting around to trying it out for myself. But the whole gimmick of this deck is to basically mess with your opponent's hand. Tsareena has the ability to, with this move kick down, to make your opponent randomly shuffle a card from their hand back into their deck. And we're running this alongside some red cards and Mars, just to make sure your opponent doesn't ever get what they need in their hand, and just kind of be extra annoying while we get our board built up and make sure they can't ever quite get into what they need. Now, I'm also running this alongside Celebi. That way, if just in case the strategy of not being able to disrupt the hand comes into play, we can hopefully outdamage them with getting Celebi EX built up in the background. Now, the downside of this deck is that Tsareena doesn't hit too hard with only 50 damage being available to it. And it is also a stage 2, so we have to get it to evolve to really make use of its effect. But everything in this deck is low cost since we're only running Celebi and Tsareena, so hopefully we can get draw into what we need sooner rather than later. But yeah, I'll have the entire deck list in the description of the video below should you want to try this deck out for yourself or simply improve upon it. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling. Let's go find our first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here, and we do have the good fortune of going second, and we almost got everything we needed. We just kind of really needed to see a rare candy. What do I want to open with? We'll start with Bounsweet because we could draw into rare candy quicker than what we think. But we could be going up against Solgaleo, so that could potentially be a problem. Alright, it was a good call to start out with Bounsweet because they're going to Oreo Choreo right out of the gate. Thankfully, since we aren't running 2 EXs, we can kind of play around this. They're running... I always forget how to say the name of this card because I'm a moron. Zeraora. Alright, so what are you running alongside these two things? Is it Tapu Koko or Jolteon, maybe? We shall find out. And we do get our rare candy. All good things. Alright, we're going to put a Leaf Cape into Bounsweet just to make sure we don't lose it right out of the gate here. Also going to put a Grass Energy into it as well. We're going to go ahead and put this other Leaf Cape into Celebi just to give us some more wiggle room here. And I guess we'll just go ahead and pop this thing for 10. Now, are they going to tag right out of the gate? I mean, they could. I think they can use this effect every turn, right? Oh, no, it's just at the end of your first turn. Okay. So they would have to make the choice of putting energy into Oricorio or putting energy into Zeraora back there. They're also running this along type null. All right. So I need to try to disrupt them sooner rather than later. Thankfully, 1 energy is all we need in the Bounsweet to actually do anything. So now we can start building up our Celebi. And they're going to opt for the tag. And we get Professor Oak here. Let's go ahead and play our rare candy. Get Tsareena out here. By the way, I have no idea if I'm saying this name right. I keep saying it's Tsareena. I don't know if that's even remotely in the ballpark. I just have the ineptitude when it comes to saying names. Alright, we get Erika so we can heal. And we get another Oak. Not a bad thing. Let's do 50 damage here. And they lose their evolution, which is good. That helps us out, but they could have just drew right back. Who knows? I'm not seeing any... They had 2 or just got it right back. Thankfully, they do need 2 energy to get anything going. Now, they're going to lose Zeraora next turn, so they have to make the choice. Basically, to let it get KO'd or switch something in. So who knows what they will opt to do. They're going to keep it in. Use it as a shield, which is perfectly fine with me. And we're going to keep slowly building up our Celebi in the background here. Play Professor Oak to get 2 more cards in our hand. And we get another Celebi, so now we have everything that we need. So we do have some contingencies should we get to that. We'll play Pokeball at this point just to shuffle our deck, because why not? And we'll take out the Zeraora, get us a point on the board here. And they lose a Geo. Now, trainer cards are crucial to their game plan because in order to make this do extra damage, they have to play a trainer card or else it just does 50. Now they've got 2. All right, now this is going to do 110. Are we getting another Pokeball? Might as well just shuffle the deck. I'm not getting any of my red cards or R's, unfortunately. All right, we'll keep on powering up our Celebi. I'm going to play Erika as a just-in-caser. This will give us 110. So, I mean, they could have another Giovanni, so that could be wasted, but we're going to make them throw away their Cyrus. So now we kind of have them in a loop where we can make them kind of keep an empty hand, more or less. So now we can only get hit for 50. And they conceded. All right, they had no cards in their hand, and I think they kind of saw that they were kind of at the point where we were going to make them discard whatever they could draw on our turn. That wouldn't necessarily guaranteed a win here, but I'll take the concession just to see, and it'll give us a good first win on the board here. But hopefully every match goes smoothly, but that's never my luck. But good game to the opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I have found my next opponent here. I mean, once again, get the good fortune to go second. Now we have both of our Celebes, but no Bounsweet or Rare Candy, so we can't really get into our game plan. So now we have to more or less kind of go the beat stick strategy. We're going against a wishy-washy deck. Okay, so we can get started before they can, which is good. Unless they have a Misty. Misty could absolutely ruin my life here. But I think in order to get this thing going, they have to have the wishy-washies on deck, right? Yeah, for each benched one. I never saw a lot of this card, so I don't know if it's actually any good or not. All right, we do get a Mars, so we can kind of invoke our strat here. We'll oak it up. All right, we get a Bounsweet and a Pokeball, so we can guarantee another one and mill our deck out at the same time. So now we just need I need a Rare Candy to get the strat going, but now that we've got Celebi out front, it might just be better to lean into Celebi's damage and hope we get some good luck on coin tosses. Now they do have Misty. Hopefully this is a Tails, and it is, thankfully. Thankfully we got some good luck going our way. Coin toss. And let's see what they opt to do here. Again, they're going to need 3 turns to get this wishy-washy going. They're going to go ahead and place an energy into it. All right, well, we don't get a Rare Candy, but we do get our mid-evolution, so we can make that happen. And we can focus on Celebi, because it only takes 1 energy to get Tsareena going. I'm going to do no damage. Tsareena. I'm going to probably say that name 100 different ways. All right. Are we going to leave Cape? Let's go ahead and make our Celebi a little beefier. And let's evolve one more time. Another engine Celebi here. Now I got 5 cards in hand. I want to go ahead and do this just to, yeah. Go ahead and just narrow this down just a smidge to be annoying. And hopefully we get some heads here. All right, we get 2. I can live with 100 damage. All right, they get another Wishy-Washy EX on the bench. Now they can attack. Now, does the Wishy-Washy EX count towards the total? I don't know if this is going to do 70 or 100. Well, they're going to get a little bit more out of it here. Or maybe not. That did 110. Oh, Wishy-Washy and Wishy-Washy EX. I can't read. All right. Another energy into Celebi here. Might as well go ahead and heal. And we need 2 heads to KO. Get 1. Of course, we just get 1. All right, we're going to lose our Celebi here. And we're going to have to lean in Tsareena here. All right, that complicates things a little bit. All right, it does suck that we didn't get any good luck on the coin toss there. Well, I want energy to get this going. We can play our Leaf Cape here. Hope Phil let me play the energy. But the unfortunate thing is we need 1 more turn to take this out, and I don't know if we're going to get it. Because we're going to get popped for 110 here. And they get another energy on that one on the bench. Well, if they play another Wishy-Washy here, then we're going to get hit for 130, 140. But that's not going to do anything for him. We don't have an EX. All right. We're going to play a giant cape on the one on the bench. Makes sense. They're actually going to opt to tag. Right, that could actually work. They've already played energy, right? I think that gives us a little bit more life. Because now I get a little bit more turn to get Celebi going. Alright, well, let's get energy into our Celebi. And I guess we're going to take a pot shot at this Wishy-Washy, since that's really all I can do. We kind of need the shield here at the moment. All right, so it's going to hit for 150. So Celebi doesn't survive that, and I can't get over it. So I think this is just an L, unfortunately. Yeah, but we can't get over the wall. I didn't draw into Sabrina or Cyrus either to pull the other one in. Because I wouldn't have KO'd it right away. I would have opted to just leave it in there so we could build up Celebi. But unfortunately, we're going to get some bad luck here. And now goes our Tsareena and our ability to win with it. But alright, so we're 1-1 so far, which is not terrible there. We got out damaged, and yeah, one of the drawbacks of this deck, and didn't quite draw into the game plan of this, which is bound to happen. But good game to the opponent. I'll be back on a fine. One more match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here, and the good luck was going to come to an end at some point, and we're going to go first. Now, we do have our whole evolutionary line start, which is not bad, and we can draw into either another Bounsweet or Celebi, but hopefully it's Celebi. Now, we're going up against... Alright, we're going against Solgaleo, so we gotta get started fast. Alright, and we do get a Celebi here, so that is something. Alright. Let's oak it up here. Get a Mars and an Erika so we can hang around a little bit longer. And that's all we can do for the time being. And they have an Eevee, so I wonder if they're just using it for drawing or if they actually have an evolution. Maybe they could be running Sylveon, possibly. All right. We'll go ahead and evolve into Steenee and hit this Cosmog for 40. Now, if they have Solgaleo already, we're probably just screwed, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, they are running Sylveon. Presumably more for the draw effect than anything. Unless they are also running Psychic Energy, which you never know. They've milled out a ton of their deck, so they probably already have Rare Candy. Wouldn't be shocked. Alright, maybe not. Maybe luck is still on my side a little bit here. Get another Eevee out. Alright, not bad. Alright, we'll play a Leaf Cape into Steenee here. So if Solgaleo does come out, we can play around it a little bit and hang around. Now we can kind of get into our game plan a little bit. Gonna make them throw away one card. Should have played Mars first. I don't know why in my head I thought I was going to attack and then play Mars. But I am a stupid person. So there is that. I was planning, full on planning to play Mars there. I don't, for a brief moment, some dumbass reason, I thought I was going to... I thought I was going to use Mars right directly after that. I mean, not that that may have prevented Solgaleo from showing up, but here it is. Alright, still can't KO me, so there is that. And it will in turn do 20 damage to itself, and we do have Erika to give us a little bit of wiggle room here for Celebi. Which is what I'm going to save it for. Alright, they're going to do 10 damage to itself. That's going to get undone with the leftovers, though. Alright, we get a Rare Candy of our own, but that didn't particularly help. We don't really need Mars right now. We're going to build up our Celebi. And there's really no point in playing Erika here. So we're just going to... use Kick Down, make them shuffle that one card back in, which is a Lily. It actually does help a lot to get rid of that. Because we have to get especially lucky on some coin tosses here. Alright, well, if they're just going to do that, we're going to bring in Bounsweet. We're not going to give them a chance to hit Celebi for free. So that's actually fine. If I were them, I would have just KO'd Tsareena there instead of doing this, because now it does give us a chance to take out Solgaleo with fewer coin toss heads, or fewer heads on the coin toss. Unless they draw into Lily here. So hopefully that didn't happen. Alright, it didn't. So we can, there's a chance we can KO this Solgaleo. So we need 2 heads to do so. So we need half. Man, they can't KO Celebi, so there is that. So we're going to get a couple shots at this, but if Solgaleo runs, then that puts me in a bad way, because I can't tag it back in. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I checked before this match, because I couldn't remember if I put Tsareena or Cyrus in here or not, and actually I did not. Presumably just to make room for the Mars and red cards that are in here that I have not seen a whole lot of. But all right, well, let's see if we can get 2. Please, for the love of God. Okay. Okay, we got it. All right, managed to knock out Solicoleo and managed to net a win here with Celebi and Tsareena, which I will gladly take. All right, so we go 2-1. Not too bad. I think we probably honestly should have lost that. I think it was a misplay on their behalf to Sabrina something in. They couldn't guarantee me bringing in Celebi there, and I wasn't going to anyway. So if they wouldn't have let me do that extra damage, they probably could have got away with a win there. But we'll take gifts where we can get them. But good game to that opponent. I do believe I'm going to end the video here, though. If you made it this far, I do thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.